Bart, you're fired.
Thank you. No, you brought me here just for that?
Again?
Yes.
Just make sure you're inside that green tape. Yeah, it's going to be a little tight. It'll be a little tight. So listen, thanks for sitting down with us.
Awesome.
Aaron, you and I have been spending a lot of time together lately.
We have. It's been good.
On-Scene Training Associates.
Yeah.
You guys have been doing this a long time. I would say you're probably one of the OG groups that have been here, no?
I would say we've, well, the business has been going almost 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been coming to FDIC since 1996.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes me old.
I don't say no. OG is original gangster. You guys laying the foundation now. You guys have put together a crack team, man. Like we've done many conferences together now through different places and some of your own training and so on. But I've been able to see firsthand what you guys have been able to bring to the table. And you guys bring together a band of characters, right? A cast of characters.
We do.
That are very well disciplined in what they do, and they put on a good class.
They do a great job, man, and we're just so blessed to be able to have all these guys from all over the country traveling we've traveled worldwide at this point, and more scheduled. And like I said, we're just fortunate. And FDIC, you know, since we're here, that's where I met Bart. Right?
Yeah.
That's where we became friends. Bart, one of the founding fools.
Yeah, I wanted to hop over that.
So yeah, we're just blessed to have all this together and have all these capabilities to go where we go and deliver the level of training that I think that is expected and should be delivered by everybody.
I agree with you. There should be a level, and it should not be a minimum standard. It should be a middle of the road standard to a maximum standard and beyond, because nothing on the lower or the bottom shelf doesn't work for us.
No, listen, anybody thinks that minimum standards work or anything else works is wrong, because you've never reached where you need to get.
That's right.
We can always be better.
Yeah.
So.
Bart, talk to me about FDIC. I mean, you've been coming a couple of years too now, no?
Yeah, I was on the committee that actually moved FDIC here from Cincinnati.
There it is. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
That's
you know what?
1995. So
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know it was elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it was in Cincinnati?
It was in Cincinnati before that, and
Memphis, right?
Memphis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So right after he got done in Memphis, he went to Cincinnati, outgrew Cincinnati, and they said, hey, you need to go to Indianapolis for a meeting. And we showed up, and IFD treated us like kings.
Yeah.
And, you know, took us all around the city. And I was talking to somebody that in the Dome, we used to do a instructor development clinic. And in 1 year, we did a mock plane crash. We had a whole fuselage from the airport.
Yeah.
We had luggage everywhere and instructors talking, and it was really cool. And Indianapolis has been almost a second home since we moved it here.
Yeah, and Aaron alluded to it too. You guys met here?
Yes.
And then through that comes brotherhood, friendship, and everything else in between, and you guys come together to put together On Scene.
Yeah, we've been blessed, man. With On Scene, it's firefighters from all over the country that we've, you know, people ask, well, how do you pick instructors? And you get everybody that says, hey, I want to come teach for you. Or, I'm sure all the other instructor groups have that same thing. Hey, they see you put on a good program and then they want to come work with you. And I have no answer as to how and why we put it together. It's just a feeling of this person's going to work really well with us. They mold into what we do. They have the same philosophies, and they bring a different aspect to the game.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always looked for with On Scene.
But I think there's more to that, Aaron, because I think that, like, I look at your instructors and there's a common denominator here, and they're all somehow involved with the Fools organization.
Yeah, it wasn't planned that way, but you know what? The Salted Earth, the best guys in the world, some of my best friends ever, it's because of the Fools that I met them all. So I think the Fools bring together. We all have that same philosophy, that mentality. You know, it's all about the student, it's all about the fire service, it's all about firefighters, and if it's about us and it's ego-fed, then it's no good. And that's a lot.
You were one of the founding members, right?
Yes.
I mean, talk on that conversation, because I know how this started.
It was over a beer, I can guarantee you.
It was.
I can guarantee you that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The 5 founders, we all lived in the same area in Central Florida, and we all hung around, and one of the guys had a tiki bar in the backyard. So we decided, we all showed up with leather helmets one day, and as the day progressed, somebody goes, yeah, we're a bunch of fools. And then on a bar napkin, we wrote down fools, and then we came up with the whole acronym. And all along, the whole driving force has been brotherhood and training. And to make it realistic training and the pride, honor, and tradition of the fire service. And back then, as we were starting, we all kind of needed that little little group to get things together and keep up the traditions that we have, because today a lot of the younger guys don't understand that. You know, it's just a job, or they just show up at the firehouse or whatever. But we're, I think, over 7,000 members across the world now.
That's awesome. I'm a card-carrying member.
Yeah.
What's the proudest moment for you, knowing that it was on a bar napkin, right? You wrote this thing down, but like for you now, looking back,
It's just amazing to see. Everywhere we travel as a training company or something, we run into members of the Fools, and so just seeing that, how it is across the country, and I see Fool shirts everywhere we go, and hey brother, how you doing? And we all have that common bond, and we never expected, by sitting at the Tiki Bar, having 7,000 members across the world. And at one time we had about 8,500, and kind of goes up and down, and COVID hurt a lot of the chapters, but they're in the rebuilding stages.
But I look at it this way in twofold too, right? That conversation you had in the Tiki Bar, I'm writing that down on the napkin, that was happening everywhere.
Yes.
You guys just formalized it and said, let's do something about this, right? Because guys are thirsty for that.
Yes.
People are looking for it. If they don't have it in their area, start one. Reach out.
Yes.
Find out how to start a Fools chapter. Get involved with your Fools chapter. The other point I wanted to make too, though, is we got to make sure that the next generation, the younger guys, understand the mission of the Fools and how to get involved as well, because they need to get involved.
Right.
They need to fuel this and keep it going.
Yep. So if they go to foolsinternational.com, and we're on all the social media pages and everything, and there's contact information out there, just reach out to us, and any of the founders, we're always open, and I get phone calls all the time. Hey, I saw you at this conference or whatever. What do I need to do to start? And we have the website has kind of directions. It's interesting. Our president lives in Fairbanks, Alaska. So and we've had a convention there, and we try to have an annual convention. We've had to cancel it twice because of COVID, but this year it's going to be in Milwaukee in September.
Cool.
So
Great.
It's really, really amazing how it's blossomed out, and there are people that really do care about the fire services.
Hell yeah, man. I agree with you. We try to find them every single day and share that message.
Yes.
Aaron, what's next for On Scene? What do you guys have going on?
On Scene, we've got a pretty tight schedule for the next few months. Everything's really, really flowing. We've got classes all over the country. We were in meetings today with some classes that we're going to be doing overseas, going back to the islands, the way it looks. And then we're looking at another big open enrollment program come probably October, November.
Awesome.
So the announcement will come out with that within the next week or two.
Good. Well, I wish you guys nothing but success with everything that you guys are involved with. I consider you both friends.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to doing more projects together with you guys. Thank you for patiently waiting. I know you came over, but it means the world that you guys are willing to sit down and talk with us for a few minutes.
Love it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Safe travels. Get home safe. Bart, nice seeing you. I see Aaron all the time now. So. Good seeing you guys. Thanks for hopping in.